Once again, the good folk at Lucid Eye Publications have approached me to review their work for their role-playing game of Immortal Beings of the Land of Eas, a game influenced by the poem Erlkönig by von Goethe, that encourages reflection on what it means to be fey and without death, save that death that is brought to oneself rather than occurring naturally. For more on this game, please check out Lucid Eye's website and my own review of the game itself. Links in the description. In this short series of videos, I shall be exploring further books from the Elfking line. Ruhe of the Rose Tower is an adventure for the Elfking game, clocking in at 40 pages including cover. The adventure itself describes the eponymous Rose Tower. Exactly how the tower is to be used is left up to the game master. It is a site-based adventure, and the tower exists in a non-state which enables it to be dropped in anywhere, either as the result of a quest to locate it, or by chance, by being in the right place at the right time, or through some other means. The adventure is approximately 20 pages of work, describing an almost linear mode of exploring the tower and its enchantments and traps. There are few denizens here, the most notable being the tower's ultimate antagonist, for which I will leave no spoilers. Because of its nature, the tower lends itself to being dropped into any game, Elfking or otherwise, but it would be most at home within Elfking, Call of Cthulhu Dreamlands, Stormbringer and Pendragon. But any game that includes elements of the supernatural, even from the superhero genre, could make use of the tower and its lack of elements, other than the aforementioned primary antagonist, that need extensive statistics, lend itself to this. The adventure's introduction provides a brief overview of some of Elfking's not-so-common concept within the scope of fantasy role-playing to assist in the endeavour of using it beyond the Elfking game itself. The remainder of the book includes 4 pre-generated characters, maps of the tower, being clear but sparse on detail, and a selection of play aids and tables from the Elfking core rules. While some of the encounters within the adventure follow common tropes, for example there is a face a copy of yourself type encounter, the tower's overall nature and enchantment make it an intriguing drop-in to a campaign. That is to say, while not everything in the box is particularly unique, the wrapping paper and ribbons containing the box make it otherwise, and the nature of the tower and its primary antagonist lift it away from the danger of being mundane. The tower invokes memories of the Dungeons & Dragons adventure The Ghost Tower of Inverness, and the treasure house of Urgarn of Angargni from Flitch Lieber's Tales of Lankmar, although more so the former than the latter. All in all, an interesting adventure, but not one that particularly invokes the setting and themes of Elfking, and, given the nature of the tower, I believe this to be purposeful. The tower is introduced as something usable with virtually any game, and I think that is where its strength lies. Not as specific Elfking scenario, but as adventure with a more generic appeal. I don't think it has the makings of a classic, but I don't think a game master would be unhappy in having it in his adventure collection.